It's still telling me to wait. It's connecting everything. Okay, we are streaming. And I got to mute this, go live. Okay. All right, we are live and I'm going to start the recording. And no, and you are our second interview today. So, oh
Well,
my
good
goodness.
morning. Good morning from Salt Lake City, Utah, where it's
And
freezing.
for some reason, there. Okay, start recording. Good. Sorry, this is a new platform and I'm just learning it. Welcome, Pamela Nebaker, to our beautiful, amazing Woman Rise book launch today. What a joy and celebration, and what a privilege to be able to interview you today as one of the contributing authors.
Well, thank
Welcome.
you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So, this book, the title is Amazing Woman Rise, Ignite the Infinite Power of the Feminine Heart. And it's lean into your biggest dreams, amplify your true worth, unleash an unbridled spiritual confidence. So that opens up a conversation for some really good, juicy content today. And such a privilege to have you here. For anyone listening, these links on the bottom of the screen, you can click on any one of them, and it'll bring it up into your URL. But don't you can go back to that after our interview because they will stay there after the interview. I want you to really enjoy and savor the time that Pamela is sharing with us today. So, Pamela, the premise behind Amazing Woman Rise is how many millions of women today are making a shift from just work, 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 and the exhausting ambition to really stepping into a sacred fulfillment with a wholehearted purpose for driven success. And it's based on the feminine heart. So, what do you want? You yourself most women want women to know about igniting that power of the feminine heart.
Well, you know that back in the 80s, when I was getting started as a young adult, uh, women were trying to break into business, break into a man's world.
Right.
And we did a lot of things that we thought were appropriate, that were the right things. I mean, I remember the shoulder pads and the
Oh,
jacket,
I do too.
the power suits, and all that. Where today, as we've evolved, we realize that that power, that power that we were looking for, it resides within us. We didn't need to try to be like men. We
Right.
needed to be authentically ourselves as a woman. So for me, it would mean being who you are, embracing those things, letting go of all those other things that we no longer need.
And I think men didn't need us to be like men, did they?
Nope.
So yes, so just embracing it. So as you've learned to embrace being a woman and that feminine heart, what was
Mhm.
one of the biggest shifts that you experienced, either in your life or in your business? Which business is our life too.
Yeah, both. um, what I have come to realize is that um, through nature and nurture, we can embrace the things that God has given us. And that's the way that we fulfill our purpose in life. Um, that was really hard when I was younger. I thought that everything had to go, 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 and
Mhm.
meet the dollar amount and all that. But now, in my 60s, I don't think so anymore. I feel like embracing who I am is exactly where I need to be.
Absolutely. And really just savoring that and enjoying what is before us. And I think as we do that, we lead an example with an example for the young women that are following behind us, that they
Mhm.
can see that our world is changing and we are leading by example and letting our own light shine and just being with the process of being a woman, and being in thriving in that sacredness.
And embracing every aspect of that time in our lives as a woman, because women's lives change throughout a lifetime.
Mhm.
We're the child, the maiden, and the mother of whether you have children or not. We're all
Nurturer. Yeah.
nurturer, and then to embrace the monarch, the being older. So for me, it's constant change.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about, the constant change. What change or new action have you decided to implement that helped you make the shift from being that power woman to being the woman you are today?
Um, I think a lot of it has to do with really seeing what I love and doing what I love. Um, a few months ago, when we moved back to Utah, I we got a greenhouse, and something that's a common link in my family of women is, and some of the men who've embraced this divine feminine, is to get our hands in the dirt and to
Hmm.
grow things from the little tiny seeds to flowers to vegetables to feed your family. Um, I found that I connect to my higher being the most when I am in nature and when I'm growing things.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful. I have a couple of raised gardens and I have flower pots all through my back patio, and it lights my heart. It makes me happy.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
And for a long time, we kind of gave that up because we're so busy working
Right.
that it was hard to, keep anything alive and go, go, go. But now I feel a calm presence as I work with my pots and my seeds and my flowers and my vegetables.
That's
And
beautiful.
honestly, all life's lessons are right there
Yes,
within
they,
the earth.
they truly are. So, for those that are listening or that will pick up a copy of this book, what are some ideas or some thoughts that you would like to share that would be helpful for them to implement as they make the shift into standing in the power of their feminine heart?
I would like to take something that I read years ago from Simple Abundance, and that is that do a little meditation on what you were like as an 8-year-old child. Think about the things that you loved to do that brought you joy and go back to those things. Go back to those things and embrace that feminine energy. Like for me, it was to create, to grow, to ride my bicycle.
Right.
Um,
For
and
me, it was ice skating.
yeah, have you gone back to ice skating?
Oh no, I don't. I live in the desert now, and I don't have that closeness. And I'm in my 60s. I'm a little afraid to try that now.
Well, I say try whatever makes your heart sing.
Yes, but I loved being in the forest, and that's one of the things that really helps me connect.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So in closing, what is one? I know you just made a quote from Sarah Brethnick, but is there a thought, an idea, or something else that you would like to share from women to women that has made a difference in your life?
As we embrace who we really are, and that is the divine feminine, life expands and blooms like a flower. And, there's still hard times and challenges,
Hmm. There
but
always will be.
yeah, but we become more beautiful. We become inside and out. We become more loved the more we love. And embrace the simple things. Embrace life in a simple way, and it pays you forward by tens of thousands. And I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about inside of you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's just the coming to peace with life itself, and just being, just enjoying, you know, and standing in your own self-worth.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And that's how we're the biggest contributor to our families and to life itself.
Yeah, it's true. It's very
Yeah.
true.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your beautiful contribution to this lovely book. And I know that you wrote a full chapter. I just had one little page with a quote. You had a full chapter in here. And for those that are listening, please just take a moment and click on the link, get the book today, pick up a copy, and take a moment, just to take a lot of moments actually, but take the time to read. I mean, not just skim read, but really read this incredible book.
I have one other thing.
Good.
As we rise, we can turn around and lift our sisters and brothers
Yes.
to a higher plane also. And I think that's really what this life is about.
I believe it's kind of a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as we stand up in our courage and our love for ourselves, we stand up in acceptance of life, that the happier we are, the more content we are with life, it ripples out and it affects others in such powerful ways.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Great way to put it.
Thank you. Thank you, Pamela, for a beautiful interview, and just enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better in a different way. I've read your chapter. I think I read it early on when it was an earlier release, and we're re-releasing this book with a new cover, new lot of new comments inside of it. And thank you for your beautiful contribution.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, bye-bye.